know, the great camaraderie we've had in our department because of you and all the friendships. So we thank
And what an
you.
ace scholar you've been.
Yeah.
David would faint praise. It's been a lot of fun to work with.
I think a few people have some things to say. I might as well start since I've got the floor.
It's your house.
You're on the floor.
Okay, first I want to tell you, I want to thank you for introducing me to haggis. And I want to tell you what was in the haggis tonight. Do you know what was in the haggis tonight?
No, I have no idea.
There was no meat in the haggis. It was a vegan haggis.
I think there was something different about it.
No soup centrals.
But it did have scotch in it, so.
I recognized something, but not
Yeah,
I was missing a lung myself.
A couple organs.
It actually tastes good.
Now they actually like haggis.
Oh, love it. As long as it's your haggis.
Yeah, right, as long as that kind of
Haggis,
haggis.
haggis.
Yeah. But yeah, so Danny, I've really appreciated all the support you've given me, and as I became department head, which was difficult sometimes, and you know, I always had this support. I could always go in his office and say, "What do I do about this? How did you deal with that?" And he always had great words of wisdom, great pearls.
Made shit up all the time.
You can figure it out, Peggy.
They're all a bunch of bloody idiots.
I always had somebody to talk to, and you know, it was confidential, and you know, just always a warm, friendly ear to listen. So it was always very helpful, and I very much appreciate that. And I also appreciate all those Robbie Burns parties. Those were some of the most fun parties I've ever been to. That was just great.
He does do a good party.
That was good.
As
party.
you do.
Turn off the sound.
So with that, I'd like to. Who else has words to say? Nobody. I know people do. I know people
Nobody wants
do.
to say
You want me to
anything.
go?
We could go into-
Anybody?
Sure.
I will.
Go, Ruth.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so you'll need to switch over to Martin every
She's
once
going to
in a
do a
while.
dance, so keep it down.
Cha-cha-cha. Da-da-da.
Should I stay right here? Watch it, Andy.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if everybody here knew that Andy was living with us all during the fall and a little bit during the spring.
And after tomorrow.
Maybe.
You know that?
Maybe.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
For eternity.
Jerry gets tired of it. He'll be back.
Anyway, so I thought you all might like to hear how that went.
Oh, can I leave now?
Okay, are you ready? Okay, and in order to really tell this properly, I had to enlist the help of Martin.
I'll be playing the part of Andy.
And
Oh, God, is anybody recording this?
and a few other people. Are you ready, Martin?
I'm ready now.
Okay, and Dan, you can go ahead and
Oh, I
put
gotta
on
go
if
get
you
it.
want.
I didn't know I had to put it on.
That's always a good start if people are costuming up.
Okay, all right, here we
Bring
go.
something, why would you bring it?
The who's guest. Yes.
Oh, God, the Buckeye.
Food of life,
All right, the who's guest. The summer passed. Jeff said to Ruth, "This fall will be Andrew's last as a state college resident. He's no place to live. Our kids are gone. He should stay with us. That's evident." "Nay, say evident," said Ruth, who's considerably more suspicious and mistrustful. What do we really know about the man? He could be slovenly. He could even be lustful. "That's a whopping laugh," said Jeff. "The lustful part, I mean." "We need references," said Ruth. "There's character traits to glean." So Ruth made inquiries at Andrew's former parish, West Church in Clydebank, and soon received by post 2 letters written by men of considerable rank.
Oh, it's like an official document.
Oh, and the letterhead reads, Clydebank West Church, Minister Reverend Stuart Borthwick, Monroe Street, Clydebank. 5 March 1962. Mr. Andrew Scanlon, 17 years of 21 Shakespeare Avenue, Clydebank, testimonial. To whom it may concern, I've been asked by the above named to furnish him with a testimonial, which I do with considerable pleasure and concern. Andrew is a native of Clydebank, and he resides with his parents at the above address. His father is employed as a press machine operator in Singer Manufacturing Company, Clydesdale. He's the eldest in a family of 3. The applicant is completing his education at Clydebank High School with a high record of scholastic attainment. He has 2 lowers in Latin and French, apart from his other subjects, one of which is mathematics. He's been a member of the company of the Boys Brigade, 10th Clydebank, connected with this church, and his captain speaks most highly of him as an ideal type of boy. I know too that the applicant has, let's see, augmented by taking up part-time employment in order to help his parents meet the cost of his taking higher education.
Oh, Lordy.
He is musical and has cultural pursuits. A teenager, but while he follows natural hobbies, he is mature in his outlook and his appearance, which is clean and respectable.
Oh, well.
His family is much respected in the district. I am of the opinion that Andrew is the type who could be depended on to work without supervision, and he's ready to accept discipline. I am most anxious to further this lad's career and can confidentially commend him to any employer which seeks to engage him. I wish him well, and if further information is required, this can be obtained by telephoning me direct. I am yours sincerely, Stuart Borthwick. So he referenced the captain, and the captain being a much younger man. Affecting a look I had when I was younger.
It's still on the Sackett picture
which
board,
Beatle
I
are
think.
you?
If anybody's been in the Sackett office, this rings a bell.
Oh, yeah.
The letterhead reads, "The Boys Brigade. Object, the advancement of Christ's kingdom among boys and the promotion of habits of obedience, reverence, discipline, self-respect, and all that tends towards a true Christian manliness. 10th Clydebank Company, Clydebank West Parish Church. Reply to James Murdoch, number 1 Craigshaw Street, faithfully, Clydebank, 25th March 1962. To whom it may concern, I've known Andrew Scanlon as a member of the above company since 1956, during which time he's developed rare qualities of obedience, discipline, self-respect,
Where'd that
and
obedience
excelled in attitude and leadership, once jumping off a conference room table, serving as a good example to our younger boys. He has been instrumental in this company, gaining various battalion honors in drill. Well, your dad ran a drill press, right? Physical recreation, swimming, and football.
He never could swim.
Andrew is a footballer of considerable merit and has resisted tempting offers to advance in this sport, always putting his studies first, and has sacrificed much of his leisure time to achieve high scholastic attainment. I have the greatest confidence in this boy and can thoroughly recommend him as a suitable candidate who will justify this confidence. Yours faithfully, James Murdoch, Captain.
Oh,
Well, I got it from Ruth.
Where did you get that?
Say Andrew moved in, and if the conversation tended too often towards CE 340, 448, 543, 544, 546, and 341, that was a wee price to pay for the honor of housing West Clydebank Parish's favorite son. Then,
That's from over here now. It's on the stage.
then one morning, Ruth was in her bedroom, clothes off, and getting dressed. When the door opened, and in waltzed Andrew, his eyes glued to her naked breast.
It's wonderful. It's marvelous. Look at me. I'm wearing my kilt. It's awful nice. It's paradise. Come to me. I'm pretty well built.
That evening, Ruth said to Jeff, "Sit down. I've got something serious to tell. It's about Andrew. He's a chanty wrestler and he's going to burn in hell." "Why, what happened?" said Jeff. Ruth was beeling. "What happened? If that little ditty he sang wasn't a bad enough. There I was with my breeks doing to my queets. Hello, boombaleri. How my strength the brute to rebuff." "I'm pure shocked," said Jeff. "I hardly know what to say. Egad! Holy cow! Cripes! Gosh! Golly! Was he steaming? Wellied? Glooter? Belly gutter? Now and again he does fancy a swally. To answer your questions, is Dan the man still the biggest ever Ohio State fan?
Yeah.
Is Peggy
Pan
still
left.
stealing from me department till?
Yes.
Is Dennis still figuring out how many degrees of freedom are in his velvet ass? And do Martins in Timber still let loose and fill up ye bowl? Yeah, okay. I'll go get out straight away, said Jeff, and get a sturdy lock for our bedroom door. That's all well and good, said Ruth, but Andrew's grievous act requires much more. Dear Captain Murdoch, she wrote, we were delighted to receive your testimonial concerning Andrew Scanlon, a former member of the Boys' Brigade at Clydebank West Church. Sadly, Andrew has not lived up to his promise. Since you knew him, Andrew has chosen a path of disobedience and lack of discipline. He is nae longer clean. He is nae longer respectable. He cannot resist temptation, nor can he be without constant supervision. In short, his character is nae longer wonderful or marvelous. Therefore, he can nae longer serve as a good example to younger boys. I am yours sincerely, Ruth. Say, Jeff installed a deadbolt, while Ruth took the letter to the post. Now listen carefully to the moral to end this retirement roast. It takes an entire lifetime, a positive legacy to create, but a mere 10 minutes to destroy it. There's no debate.